Welcome back. Let's do some math. If you have scrap paper, write 4,368 minus 957. Let's have a nice review today with a subtraction. We want to regroup. Boys and girls, when you begin, you need to decide, is this a problem where I have to borrow? Just because you see a subtraction sign does not mean that you're going to borrow for every column. The way to decide when you know you need to borrow is looking at the number written above. Begin in your ones column. Now I like to separate my numbers into columns. That makes things line up and keeps us on track. Look at the top number. If that number is larger than the number underneath it, do not borrow. You do simple subtraction. Can you do 8 minus 7? Yes, it equals 1. Can you do 6 minus 5? Yes, it equals 1. Can you do 3 minus 9? No, you cannot. So you take a 10 from the 4, which leaves 3. You add 10 to the 3, making a new number, 13. Now the larger number is on top. 13 minus 9 is 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. And bring your comma to separate your thousands place from your hundreds place. So you would read this number 3,411. Moving on, write down 3,251 minus 863. I'm going to make my columns. Can I do 1 minus 3? No. Go to the 5, make it a 4, give the 1, 10 more, that means I have 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay, 4 minus 6, that won't work. So I go to the 2, make that a 1. Give the 4, 10 more. 14 minus 6 is 8. Can I do 1 minus 8? No. Go to the 3, make it a 2. Give the 1, 10 more. Now we're ready. 11 minus 8 is 3. 2 minus 0 is 2. 2,388. Okay. Last one. Separate into columns. Notice we have subtraction again. This is 1,546 minus 463. Can I do 6 minus 3? Yes, 3. Next column, 4 minus 6. Impossible. So we go to the 5, the next door neighbor, make that a 4. Cross out the 4, add 10 more. 14 minus 6 is 8. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down my comma, bring down my 1. 1,083. Next, you're going to see a row of money. We have $4.35, $9.01, $7.49, $10.79. We're going to play a game. If the amount of money gets rounded up to the nearest dollar, I want you to stay standing up for this video. And if the money should be rounded down to the lowest dollar amount, I want you to be seated. So stand up if we round it up, sit down if we round it down. $4.35. I look in the dimes position. Remember, if it's 5 or higher, I'm going to round it up to the next dollar. I hope you're seated. 4.35 rounds down to $4. Next one, $9.01. Look in the tens position, that dimes position. I see a 0. So do I round up or down? I hope you're still seated. $9. Round that number down to the next lowest dollar. Okay, $7.49. Look at your 4. It's lower than 5, so I'm going to round down. Stay seated. We made $7. And the final one, $10.79. That one's a little hard to see. Okay, look at the 7 in the dimes position. It's higher than 5. That tells me to round the number up to the next dollar amount. If the dollar amount was 10 and I'm rounding up to the next nearest dollar amount, I'm going to round this dollar amount up to $11. So stand up. $11. For our next little lesson, we're going to do dictation. So I would like for you to have out something to write on. Scrap paper if possible, a little journal book, whatever you want to use. But I'm going to say a number and I want you to write it down. And we'll see if you can get all 5 numbers written correctly. The first one, 4 1/3. Number 2, 23,007. Number 3, 71,016. Number 4, $20.02. And number 5, 10,033. Notice I only told you once. When I do dictation with you, it's a listening and thinking exercise. So I'm really only supposed to tell you one time. So let's see if you were a good listener today. Okay, 4 1/3. I have 1 on top and 3 on bottom. Next one, 5 digits, 23,007. Notice the 2 zeros. I never told you a number in the hundreds or tens position. The third number, another 5-digit number, 71,016. I hope you put a 0 in the hundreds position because I never used any hundreds. The fourth number I gave you was a dollar amount, $20.02. Please tell me that you put a 0 in the dimes position. We went right to pennies. I said 2 cents. So $20, there's your decimal point, 2 cents. And the final number is a 5-digit number, 10,033. You should have put a 0 in the hundreds position. When we say 10,033, there are no hundreds. Okay, for your next skill, you are going to do a combination practice. Okay, this used to be when we'd play boys against girls, for example. So maybe you could play yourself against mom and dad, or an older brother and sister. So I'm going to give you a combination and you're going to answer correctly. Okay? You're going to try to beat whoever's playing with you. 5 times 6. 10 divided by 2. 9 plus 8. You could also pretend that you're saying the answer to me in the camera or on the television. 9 times 5. 12 divided by 3. 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 plus 4. 10 minus 7 plus 9. 30 divided by 3. 7 plus 8. 16 divided by 4. 9 plus 3. 9 plus 4. 3 times 5. 7 plus 3 plus 4. 7 plus 8 plus 5. Okay, we're going to move on to learning about thirds. Here is a circle that's been divided into 3 equal parts. We call those parts thirds. To write the number 1/3, place the 1 on top of the line. Place the 3 underneath the line. The 1 tells us how many parts have been shaded. The 3 tells us how many parts there are in all. Now, to make a whole, okay, I need 3/3. So it would be 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. That equals 1 whole. Let me demonstrate. The 1 on top of my fraction line, my fraction bar, tells me to shade 1 part out of 3. Okay, that's my first third, 1/3. That's what it means to show 1 out of 3 parts, 1/3. If I wanted to make a whole, I need 2 more parts shaded. So I would have another third. So we'll use purple this time so you can see the colors. Pink and purple. So pretty together. Okay, so see, I've used 1/3 and another third, but I don't have a whole yet. To have a whole, I have to shade all 3 parts. So finally, with my black that's running low on ink, I have my final third. And now we see 1 whole. Okay, so on your paper today in math, you're going to practice thirds. You're also going to practice how to write the date. Next, I want to tell you a story. This is your thinking cap story for the day. Old Faithful is a geyser in Yellowstone National Park. A geyser is a spring from which a column of hot water and steam shoot out. Old Faithful, somebody's knocking on the window, boys and girls. Old Faithful erupts every 50 to 80 minutes. If you watch for 1 hour, what is the most number of times you could possibly see the geyser erupt? Did you say 2? If the geyser erupted within the first 10 minutes that you started to watch and then erupted 50 minutes later, you could see it twice. What is the least number of times you could see it erupt? 0. If the geyser erupted right before you arrived and then did not erupt for more than 60 minutes, you would not see it at all. And finally, we're gonna play, yes, everybody. Do you wanna say hi to Abby, boys and girls? There she is. Hi, Abby. She's trying to get Mom's attention in the video. Let's play Speedy Sam. So I didn't bring my little green puppet home today, but we can use our hand for Speedy Sam. So here we go. 11 minus 7 times 2. 8. I hope I beat you. 7 plus 7 plus 2. 16. 3 minus 2 plus 11. 12. 3 plus 3 times 2 times 0. 0. 16 minus 8 plus 3. 11. 6 plus 2 plus 10. 18. 1 plus 9 times 10. 100. 12 plus 4 minus 7. 9. 8 plus 3 plus 5 minus 2. 14. So there we go. You are a little smarter today because you've had some math practice. Please practice in your book today. And remember, you make it a great, great day. Till next time.